What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Philip, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. And before we get started with today's video, I would like for y'all to click the like button down below, give it a thumbs up, and make sure y'all click that subscribe button, but make sure y'all click that bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. Today's video, we're going to be starting it off with a brand new video where I'm doing a review on one of my favorite plays of all time, I Could Do Battle by Myself by Tyler Perry. So without further ado, let's begin. The play opens up with Vianne, who just so happened to be Madea's granddaughter. She's selling from a divorce for her ex-husband, who happens to be a successful stockbroker. And Madea, she just got back from the hospital, and she's sick with diabetes. And she has 3 people staying with her, which is Vianne herself. Then it's Bobby, her handyman, who so happened to be an ex-con who just did 12 years in prison, and Vianne's niece, Keisha, who happens to be a 14-year-old, and her mother's Maylee, which is Vianne's sister, half-sister. But anyway, Keisha comes home from school after her mother completely embarrassed her by showing up with a blonde wig and a mini skirt. And the kids were teasing her, and she storms upstairs after that complete embarrassment. Bobby likes Vianne. She like him too, but she just don't want to admit it. She's one of those, I like you too, but just don't want to admit it right about now. And then Maylee shows up, and Madea asks her, "Is that what you wore to the school with your daughter?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "And I see why your daughter was embarrassed." And then she announces that she's getting engaged. And Madea asks Maylee, is she getting engaged to a guy named Greg, who has stole her purse and her TV up out of her house? And she was like, if she end up seeing him, she going to jail. And she ends up getting engaged to Vianne's ex-husband, Anthony. And Madea was like, I wish I could just drop dead just for a little while. And then when doing homework, Maylee comes to try and help, but Keisha's still very resentful towards her mother because she's been out of her life for a while, and also just almost ruining her life. But whenever Anthony calls her, Maylee goes running towards him, which makes her sing a musical number, Motherless Child. Then Madea's daughter, Cora, comes along, and Keisha tells everything that's been going on. Kids at school hate her, except for one person, and it's a dude named Kelly. And no, not the one that y'all thinking of, y'all nasty ass minds. But anyway, when Maylee comes down the stairs, Keisha's facial expression changed from happy to, she had this irritated look like, why is my mother coming down here? And then we meet Mr. Brown, who just so happened to be Madea's neighbor and classmate. He don't stay for too long. And he also has a dog named Bruno, who barks a whole lot. But anyway, then Madea and Vianne come back from the store. And Vianne is still upset that Maylee is getting married to her ex-husband. And Madea makes it very clear, like, I'm surprised you taking it very well, because had that been me, I would have been in jail for attempted murder, aggravated assault, gunshot wound to the chest, conspiracy to commit. She pulled out more guns than a full ammunition and shit. Like, she had more guns than the damn gun store. But anyway, to continue, Madea teaches Vian how to like pose with a gun. She's like, I'm teaching you how to be so and so, and you over here trying to be Charlie Angel. And she's like, since you can't do it, I'm gonna teach you the old way. We gonna make some sweet potato pie. And then Bobby comes down to try to get some soap for his shower. And then Madea comes in while he and Vian talk, and she like get the soap and make him kick it all the way to almost close to where the staircase is at. And he runs up the stairs and she tries to chase him. Then Vian and Maylee get into an argument about Anthony. And she trying to tell Maylee that he is no good. All he doing is just playing you. Alongside of, she need to think about her child, because her child needs her. And Maylee's one of those typical aunties that be real petty and messy as hell and don't really think about their kid. They rather put a man before their own child. That's the type of person Maylee is. And then Anthony come down the stairs and Madea's like, which one of these Glocks you want? She's like, come on, we going to jail together. And then Mr. Brown comes back because they was having dinner at Madea's house. He knocks on the door and opens it and enter. She looked at him like, did you open my door, knock and open my door? And she's like, the next time you do this, I'm gonna knock the hell out of you. Do you understand me? Then they sang a musical number. And Brown had caught that Holy Spirit in him. Whoever did good job on the music portion for this play did a good job. And I say congratulations and I salute to you. Then Madea tried to ask Anthony a question like, did you take a nap in my house earlier? And he puts his hand up like this. And he tells Maylee to speak. And Madea cuts her off. Like, did he just tell her to speak? And she started talking like she was a chihuahua or something. He said, you lost your mind. Tell me to speak. And she quickly grabbed her purse. And we all know what's up in her purse. She said, you better not say spaghetti or nothing. And Lee was like, Madea, when Anthony heard you was sick, he had drove me in his Cadillac, Escalade that he bought me. It's an Escalade, a Cadillac. If a man gonna talk to me like that, he better buy me a Cadillac. You sitting up here talking about Escalade. And then we end up finding out that Madea also smoked weed, of course. And then Keisha was outside talking to a boy. And Maylee tried to get her, but Keisha was like, she ain't hungry. It's like, your 14-year-old daughter's out there talking to a boy, and she tells you she ain't hungry, so she don't come in. And she kicked that real knowledge that parents today need to learn. You let the child talk to you like that because you let them treat you like that. Like, trying to be your child friend. When a child help you pay a phone bill, light bill, and a rent, then we could be friends. She's like, look, girl, if you don't get in this house on the count of one, before she even say one, she hurried up and got inside. It's like, who you was out there with? It's like, my friend Kelly. It's like, it better not be R. Kelly, and I know that. And then after this happens, they have dinner. They say, actually, Bobby was the one that said prayer. During the prayer, Madea's eating, and Maylee just doing some random shit, hitting the fork against a knife. And Madea was so fed up. I'm pretty sure everybody at the table was fed up with this dumb shit that she was doing. She was like, look, if you hit that fork against that knife one more time, you hit that fork one more time, I'm going upside your head. What are you doing? She's like, I'm chanting. Well, chant the hell up. They end up talking about religion and such and such. And then I'll never forget Brown was speaking on some real facts about Maylee being on some other shit and being out of line for going after her sister's ex-husband. Oh yeah, Madea also roasted Brown earlier. And then also Anthony tried to roast Madea and that didn't go well. He tried to roast her one more time and then Madea was fed up with the bullshit, went to her purse, grabbed the gun, and went outside and shot at the Escalade 3 times while everybody was going to war, especially Maylee versus Vian, and then it was her against Anthony as well. And then here we go. We have both Maylee and Vian almost getting to it after she pulled a knife on everybody, pulled a knife out on Anthony. And then they try to leave, and Madea was like, quiet as kept. They ain't going nowhere either. I done shot that escalator all up. I don't know where the hell they think they going. Cora tossed some sense into Vian, which makes her sing a musical number called I'm Sorry, Lord. And then Bobby and Vian talk, and Vian finally admits that she had feelings for him. Meanwhile, Maylee receives a call from Keisha's school that she needs to go to a clinic because she's pregnant. And Anthony talks to Maylee like she was some hooker off the street. Talking about, your daughter is not welcome into my house. And then Cora tried to talk some sense. Yet again, she's being stubborn as a damn mule. Half-ass listening. Just want to hear what she want to hear. And then Keisha come home from school and she was like, I don't feel like doing anything. And she was like, I'm not going to get ready to have this conversation with you. Like, come on, let's go. And then she slapped the hell out of her. And then she ends up opening up a story a few minutes later about how her mother let a man force himself onto her, and that resulted in her having Keisha at around the age of 13 or 14. And then Cora sings a musical number. Then Madea tells Bobby that some guy had called about a job opportunity. And then Madea and Vian have a talk on the couch. And then Keisha and Maylee come back from the clinic and couldn't go through with the abortion. And Madea lets Keisha know that she is not taking care of a child. And then they end up getting on Maylee's case. And whenever Madea tried to toss some sense into Maylee decided to talk to Madea like she was crazy as hell and ended up having to get humbled quickly as Madea jumped off the couch to myself. Who are you talking to? Who the hell is you hollering at? She's like, you gonna meet your maker? You gonna meet Buddha? I want you to holler at me. I never played that mess with y'all. Talking about some time out. I'll take some time out and beat the hell out of you up in here. And then, let's see. Bobby ends up telling them that the job is going to be in California. And then after this, we have Mr. Brown coming over. And he's pissed that Madea had did something to his dog. And she ended up revealing that she ended up giving Mr. Brown's dog some pills that she's supposed to take because she has diabetes. And then, here we go. They have their back and forth verbiage. But Anthony's old weak ass says he doesn't care about his ex-wife, but yet wants to make his ex-wife life miserable by trying to send Bobby back to prison because he's friends with Bobby's probation officer. And also Madea ends up on the run from the police after shooting up a nail salon, beauty place, because one of the people had compared her to Godzilla. And as soon as we thought Bobby was going to leave, he ended up coming back to propose to Vianne. And then Keisha and Maylee have a tearful reunion. Like, they decide to, thanks to Cora singing another musical number. Let's see. This is the end of the play right here. Maylee ends up informing Anthony that she does not want to marry him. She already put Vianne through so much by doing this behind her back, and she could do real bad all by herself. And then they sing a musical number to end the play. If y'all never seen I Could Do Bad by Myself, I could advise y'all to get VHS copy, DVD copy, or get it off of Amazon Prime, or look it up on the internet. Check it out. It's a really good play to go see. I would like to say thank y'all for tuning in to today's video. Make sure y'all click that like button down below. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure y'all click that subscribe button. But make sure y'all click that bell so y'all can be notified and don't miss any of my videos. And don't forget to click the social media. Don't forget to hop on my social media. Follow me. YoungPhilip_00. My Instagram. My Snapchat at Ryan361005. And my TikTok at YoungPhilip00. With that being said, I'm out.